from my perspective, you know, I s I would probably if I'm gonna spend that amount of money on a player, it's I Tony makes more sense at 60, 50 to 60 million. I think he starts to make less sense when you start getting him into the 80s, and that's what Brentford are asking for, 70 to 80 million. If I'm gonna spend that, I'm gonna spend that on a player with a very high ceiling that I feel like has the potential to be something truly elite. Um, and I feel like that's Neto and not Tony. And I also feel like if you look at the market, if we miss out on Tony, will there still be options in the summer that we can go after? Yeah, there will be. And I think less teams that we're going to be competing with will be looking for strikers. So if you look at Liverpool, Man City, Man United, none of them are going to be looking for um, strikers in the summer. So whoever's there, we're going to have a very good opportunity to get them in the summer. Now, when you start to look at the teams that are going to be interested in bringing in a right wing, Arsenal will be looking for a right wing. Um, Man United are probably going to be looking for a right wing. Liverpool will be looking for a right wing as well. Look how bad the right wing market actually is. So not only will there be less options, but we'll be competing against other teams that have the same resources and are potentially in a better position than we are. So I'm just looking at it from the standpoint of like, this might be our only option to bring in somebody of Neto's quality almost unopposed. And so we need to do that because there will be other strikers available in the summer and not as much competition. And you might be like, well, we need a striker, we need a striker, we need a striker. I actually think we'll score more goals, period, point blank, when we figure out what the F is going on in midfield. I think our goal scoring issue is less of a we don't have a clinical striker than it's less of that and more of we're not creating clear-cut chances at a, a decent, rate. Like at this stage, our chance creation is down with Luton. And so for me, it's more of that. We didn't have clinical strikers last season, but we still scored a lot of goals. And the reason for that is because we created a lot of chances and we're not doing that. So if Arteta can figure out internally what the F is going on with our chance creation, drop Havertz, because that's pretty much what it is, put in midfielders in those positions, we'll start to create more chances. And then we may not need the striker so much. But the way that we're creating chances right now, even if you bring Ivan Toney in there, he ain't scoring no damn goals. He's not scoring no goals in the system that we got right now. He's not scoring any goals with one chance a game. He's not. He may put one or two of those away that maybe Jesus doesn't, but the main source of our problems is the fact that our midfield is not creating chances the way that we were last season. It's not functional and it's not balanced and it's obvious why it's happening. And Arteta just needs to kind of move on and try something different. So yeah, I would definitely go for Neto for those reasons. I just feel like in the summer we won't get anywhere near him. That's just he's 2023. He's gonna have a fantastic season. Um, we're not gonna get anywhere near him, but if you miss out on Tony, there'll still be other options in the summer that you can go for. I can name 3 or 4 players off the top of my head that would be good options for us anyway. So, it is what it is, that right wing market is smelly, y'all. And so that's why Saka is so invaluable is because there's not like once there was no Rafinha and Neto was hurt, there was nobody else. That's how bad that market is. So, for me, I would go for Neto.